and gals, welcome back to Doing Redneck Things Off Grid. It is Tuesday. I have no idea. Oh, it's the 13th. I believe it's the 13th. I didn't even check today. It's nice about being retired. You don't have to worry about what day it is, or the only thing I need to know is today's Tuesday and I have questions. So I believe it's the 13th anyway. Yeah, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't know, it's the 14th, 13th, something like that. Anyway, don't matter. Anyway, it is episode number 99, guys and gals. Can you believe that? G-Bear pointed out that I should be like on episode 104 or something, but I think I missed a few. Before I started doing it weekly, I had some that I threw in. But since I started doing it weekly, this is episode 99. And what I'd like to happen is I'd like to get a question from the viewers for episode 100. So the first 9 I have questions on in the comments below will go in episode 100. Yeah, I think that'll be kind of cool. So the next episode is going to be from you, the viewers. All 9 questions will be from the comments below, and it'll be the first 9. Anything after that, I will put in episode 101. So it's this has been a real fun event for me. It's been fun, and I really appreciate all y'all that support it, and I thank you for that. And welcome to all the new subscribers. I got some more. We're up to 844, I think, something like that. You know, it's not, for me, it's not about getting to 1,000 viewers or 5,000. I do this so, you know, my kids is living in different states. My grandkids are in different states, and so they can see how crazy Grandpa is, you know. Because this is a lot of fun. So remember, for episode 100, I need I have question from you viewers on what you want to know. No matter how crazy it is or how silly you think it is, I'll get it on here next week. The first 9 are going to go on in episode 100, and the rest will go in episode 101. So with that being said, let's get into it. What does the term "he's a Jacobite" mean? It's an old term. I know a lot of the younger people won't know what it is, but I've been watching some old series about the olden days, you know, back in the Revolutionary War and all that. So what is a Jacobite? That is number 1. Number 2 is, I was watching the old Revolutionary Days TV show. I think it's called Outlander. It's a pretty good series. Check it out. I'm not getting paid for promotion from them or not, and that is going to bring us to number 2 question, because I've been watching this series called Outlander, is why are they trying to set us back 248 years? That seems like what this younger generation wants, is they want to be under the king or one world order, whatever the heck they want. You know, it's like, you know, what are you after? You want us want all the politicians to have to wear the white wigs again and knickers with nylons and stuff like that? You know, they're trying to set us back 248 years, back to what our forefathers fought to get us out of, as the tyranny. You know, it's like the government's taking more money than you can make. It's BS, you know. I don't get this younger generation, you know. It just makes me crazy, I guess. So that is going to bring us to number 3. It's fly season here, and it's dry. Seems like I spend a couple hours a day chasing flies around the house with the can of spray. We use this. I think I showed this once before. We use this mosquito and fly spray. This is a spray that kills house flies, mosquitoes, gnats, and flying moths. And this is what they use in dairies and in food service places. That comes in a little a machine. You can get a little machine for it and set it for like every 10 minutes or half hour or whatever, and it'll spray it out. And it's really good spray, because if you see, like, we live in our fifth wheel, if I see a fly in here, all I got to do is come in here and spray like 3 or 4 sprays up in the air towards the ceiling, and this fly spray floats, and the flies will fly through it, and it's good. So it's I'm really happy with it. I'm not getting paid for it. It's no paid promotion or nothing. I'm just saying, if you have a lot of flies because you have animals, this is a good spray to, you could put one of them dispensers in your chicken coop or by your pig pen, and oh, excuse me, to keep the flies down. But what I want to know is, how come when you see a fly flying around you and you turn and look away to grab the can of spray or the fly swatter, that little bugger is gone and nowhere to be seen? I may have done this one before, but it's they're nowhere in sight. It's like they disappear in plain sight in the room, and it's one of them things. It's like, you're making me crazy, fly. So, but I keep forgetting that all I got to do is spray a couple sprays in the air up towards the ceiling and let it linger around, and the flies will be gone. It's pretty cool stuff. So the next couple of ones, the next 4 are from G-Bear. He gets on a roll sometimes, and sometimes he has more than I can put on, and I'll just carry him over to the next week. Like some of these he sent me last week. So this is number 4. If there's a typo on a tombstone, grave marker, is that a grave mistake? I want to know. Number 5. Isn't it true that 6 out of the 7 dwarfs aren't happy? 6 out of the 7 dwarfs aren't happy. That's a head scratcher there, huh? So, now, number 6. Why do they call it government funded? Shouldn't it be called taxpayer funded? After all, the government gets their money from us in taxes, so government funded means it should be called taxpayer funded. That is number 6. Number 7. In that song, what does 25 or 624 mean? What does that stand for? I want to know. It's 25 or 624. What does that mean? That's a good one. That's a good one for Ian. I'm not sure Ian will come up with that answer. Okay, number 8. Like, we're having an election in June, and I'm thinking, like, why the heck are we having an election in June? The primary election is in November. To me, it's a waste of tax money and people's time to vote twice. Why not just have one election, winner takes all? That's my personal opinion. Is like nothing's going to change for me. You know, it's like they've been doing election ads since the beginning of the year because it's an election year, and everybody, all the guys are coming on and telling lies and what they're going to do and what they never do anyway. So I don't know what, it's not going to change in the next 5 months on who I'm going to vote for. So one election, winner takes all, instead of all these little mini elections. You know, yeah, I understand you got to weed out the idiots, but one election, that's what they used to do in the old days. One election, you have an election, and the one who gets the most votes wins. That's how our forefathers designed it. So that was number 8. One election, winner takes all. It's just my opinion, but I think it would save a lot of time and having to listen to a bunch of bull crap by people that are going to promise to do something they never do. So it is election year. Get out and vote. Let's get these goobers gone and get our country back. Number 8. Number 9. This one has me kind of puzzled. I've been, you know, is that why is it we have more ads to help animals? You know, they got the polar bears and the pandas and the elephants and the rhinos and the spotted owl, all that. We have all kinds of ads sending money to help those ads. Why don't we have people that want to help our homeless, the kids, abused kids, sexually molested kids, to stop human trafficking, child abductions, stuff like that? You think that would be more important? Yeah, we need our animals, but as history shows, animals do become extinct. You know, it's just a part of evolution. You know, don't get me wrong. I'm all for, you know, preserving wildlife, because, you know, I hunt and I fish, and everything that we catch and dispatch we eat, and helps feed some of our family members and friends. We share our intake of foods from hunting and fishing. We share it with neighbors and family, so they are eating too. That to me, that's animal conservation. You know, it's like, and I know that a lot of these companies that are asking for money exploit the money. It's just the way they are. They get you to give money and they send you a stuffed toy. I would rather give, you know, for instance, the what was it? The Ukrainian, the Holocaust victims that are still alive in Ukraine. They want you to send $25, and they give them a box of food. Well, looking at the prices, the exchange rate of the dollar and the Ukrainian dollar, $25 of our money is a shitload of money of the Ukrainian money. So I'm thinking, for the amount of money that these people are getting for animals and all that stuff, they could really fill all these people's fridges and freezers and cupboards with a lot of food. So they, you know, it was like enough money they could buy food for a whole month instead of maybe for 2 weeks. You know, they buy them, you know, you see them with the little things of rice, you know, it's a gift box about this big and about as wide as I am, and about this tall, you know, about half as tall as me. And we all know that that ain't enough food for, you know, and then it's stuff like rice and noodles, and you know, people need to eat meat. You know, you know, in my opinion, we always, growing up, we always had some kind of meat with potatoes. You know, that's and we were healthy. You know, I really think that these people are exploiting the animals and other human beings that are in a crisis. Yeah, it's a good thing that they're going over and doing it, but I think they could do so much more than what they're doing. I've seen the commercials where they bring these old gals that are in their 80s and 90s. They're bringing them a box of food. I mean, for the amount of money that they're getting, they should be able to get them 4 or 5 boxes of food, enough to last them a month at a time. You know, I mean, to me, that's more practical use of, you know, rather than, oh, I gotta pay this and that so that I can give you a tiny box of food. You know, that's bullshit. You know, come on, guys. You know, if we're gonna take care of other people, in other countries that you know, is like, it's crazy. Do the right thing, and you know, it's like some of them Save the Children ads. You know, a lot of them kids are probably in their 30s now. Oh, here's, you know, yeah, well, you know what I'm saying. You know, they make enough money they could feed that entire country steak dinners every night. You know, that's the kind of BS we're having. Make them accountable for the money that they're using. Oh, but we're a non-profit organization. Bull crap. You know, it's like, if you're an executive of a non-profit organization, you shouldn't be making 100 or 80, 90, 100 or 200,000 whatever they pay those guys a year. You should be doing it for free, because that's why you're in it. That's why you've chosen to be one of God's children, to help other people, not to get rich and live a life of luxury. You're doing it to help people. You're doing it to help animals. How about really frickin' helping the animals? Well, I went off on a tangent on that one. I'm sorry, but that, you know, if you think about it, that's what's happening. You know, they're ripping people off, and that upsets me. You know, I'm not going to send money to those organizations, because they, you know, what the hell do I need a stuffed elephant for, or a stuffed tiger? You know, put that money to good use and actually try to save the dang things. So anyway, I'm running really long on this one, and sorry I'm late. Leanne's mom went home, so we pretty much spent all day with her, and she went back to California. We had her up here for a month and got to spend some quality time with her. She's 88 years old, going on 89 this year, so it was a good month. I was glad to have her. Leanne got to spend some quality time with her mom, because we've been up here, you know, we've been back in Nevada quite a while. And it's, you know, her and her mom and her brother are retired too, so they come up. You know, we have animals, so it's kind of hard for us to leave now. So anyway, that is going to do it. Remember, the 100th episode is from you, the viewers. Send me an I have question, no matter how silly you think it is. I'll make it funny. I'll try to. I'll do my best. God bless everybody. Support your troops. Get out and vote. Get out and meet your fellow YouTubers. God bless. We'll see you next week on episode 100. Bye-bye.